Well, hello and welcome to this episode of Church at Home. Father Ed here.
Father Dominic?
We are missing Father Michael. He had a day off today. And so we are reflecting on the last Sunday in the liturgical year. And it is, since 1925, it has been known as the Feast of Christ the King. I think they call him the Universal King now, and the title is. This feast was instituted in 1925 by Pius XI in reaction to, and I'm presuming grief over, the worldwide war number one. And so it devastated Europe and the United States, and thousands and thousands of people were killed. And it resulted in the many countries trying to fight for dominance over other people. So, and we've seen it since, but anyway, this was to hold up for us a style of leadership, I guess you would call it, a kingship that is different from that worldly power and the worldly war. So.
Yeah, and Christ, as in all of Christ's personality, Christ's kingship has a number of different levels to it. So the first level we think is probably the traditional Christ with his regalia and crown, sitting in heaven with Mary. And and I think we need like that strong image of Christ who all humanity can look toward and can find leadership in and be subjected to, as the perfect and the flawless and the ideal leader of humanity as compared to a lot of humanly leaders. So that's one image of Christ, kind of the regal, mighty one. But also, I think the imagery in our readings, and the first image we have is Christ as mighty one. But then the second image that we have is Christ as shepherd, as and shepherds, especially back then, were pretty rugged guys, not exalted. And then we have Christ even more radically in the gospel, who is incarnate in the imprisoned, in the poor, in the lowly. And so Christ, as who is still our mighty ruler, is quick to identify and be present most profoundly in the lowly.
Right. And so our baptism might be the opportunity for us to reflect on this for ourselves. And that is that we are all called by baptism, but also by daily life, to offer and display leadership. So there's, in all of our lives, somebody is looking to us to offer leadership. And so maybe the reflection for us as we go into this Advent time, as we come to the end of this ordinary time of the year, is that how am I in all the circumstances in my life where I have the opportunity to lead? How am I leading? Am I dominating others? Am I intimidating others? Am I looking down on others? Or am I serving others? And in humility, am I reverencing others as if they were Christ themselves? And am I manifesting the type of leadership that Christ the King has manifested by laying down our lives for those we love? So that might be a good way for us to end the year as we go forward to a new liturgical year, 2024, and in the great season of Advent.
Yeah, and I think that we also need to, as leaders of maybe the household, as leaders of faith, leaders maybe in the working world. We need to recognize that Christ is in all the people that we encounter, particularly those whom we might avoid because of their poverty, or even their incompetence, or their lowly stature. And so the more we can recognize Christ the King present in those who might seem far from kingship, the more we can enter into the mystery of Christ's kingship, and our need to be a unified church in which all humans have dignity.
Right. Great. All right. We'll see you in church.
See you there.